Yo, we are back. Episode 30, Steph Curry episode of the Off the Top Rope podcast. Once again, want to have the greatest tag team in the world, Chris, known as Southside Woodall on Twitter, and of course, my tag team partner.
What up, though? It's your boy, Barry. We are back, episode 30. More wrestling talk, man. What more can we say, man? Time to yap about some wrestling in one of the biggest seasons of wrestling, coming up.
Yeah,
WrestleMania
man.
season, man.
WrestleMania season.
EC on the way. You know what I'm saying? Your boys will be in Raw. We are going to Raw Monday night.
Yep, we will be at Monday Night Raw, which is the go-home edition before the Elimination Chamber. Since it's not happening anymore, I was supposed to go to Chicago to go to Elimination Chamber, but then niggas decided, like, I'm going to save some money. Not because of the card or anything. The card is actually pretty good. I'm kind of mad I'm not going, but, like, yeah, niggas is spending money left and right. Like, I got to draw the line somewhere. But, yeah, definitely excited to attend the Monday Night Raw next week. There are, of course, a couple of prominent storylines on that show. One of which being CM Punk versus Finn Balor, which we will dive into. AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. We have the unfortunate displeasure of Brock Lesnar being there, as was sent to our emails from State Farm Arena. Whatever, I guess. I know Cody Rhodes, it'll likely be a dark match, but I know Cody Rhodes did put out on his social media that, Atlanta was one of the dates he'd be there. Hometown guy, of course. So definitely excited about that.
AJ tribute, supposedly.
Oh, yeah, the AJ Styles tribute. Gunther, I swear to God, bro. Gunther, I swear to God, this tribute better go like it's supposed to go, bro.
I got bail money.
Yeah, like,
I will take a chop for AJ Styles.
I'm ready to go to war behind it, bro. Let that celebration not go how it's supposed to go, Gunther. I'm going to know something. Also, guess we can get into a couple topics. Nothing crazy. Kevin Nash, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, really. But I'm gonna just start by saying I guess I should stop putting. And I tweeted this out yesterday when he quote unquote apologized. I gotta stop putting my faith in some of these wrestlers.
Really, celebrities.
So yeah, celebrities in general. But when he said the initial comment, which was he felt like Jevon was Mr. Bojangles,
Insane.
it was insane, but I read the entire quote and I understood what he meant. Like, he wanted Jevon to be like more like physical and not just like, I do flips and like that's how I'm be. Like, I get it. Mm-hmm. But the appeal of Jevon Evans' character is his athleticism and just him being who he is.
Yeah,
a
fun 21-year-old. Like,
a fun 21-year-old. A lot of people who look like us and even people who don't look like us see the appeal and somebody being their self and the corporate machine not necessarily having their image stained all over him. Yeah. And it's very clear, or at least I would like to think, it is very clear in the time that he has been on NXT that Shawn Michaels understands that. It is very clear on the short time that he has been on the main roster that Triple H understands that as well. Did I understand what Kevin Nash was saying? Yes. And that was all well and good. And, like, in my heart of hearts, I thought to myself, like, I've never... Again, this is why I shouldn't put my faith in people. I've never known Kevin Nash to be a bad guy. Like, I do sometimes see him say things in bad faith on the internet, and sometimes he's trolling. So I was like, for the most part, like, we talk about how he helped out Raquel, and it was like reasonable criticism, and she took it and ran with it. Mm-hmm. Cool. So I read the quote. I gave it 24 hours. I said, Kevin Nash is going to apologize. I already know it. He essentially doubles down. The first part of your tweet, like, what do you mean? Nigga try to explain to black people what Uncle Tom is. What are you doing? What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Why are you, a 60-plus-year-old white man, trying to explain to me, an African-American, and many other African-Americans, what the fucking Uncle Tom is?
The origin of Uncle Tom.
Like... Dude, what are you doing? It took nothing but for you to say,
my bad. Like,
yeah, my bad. I apologize. The turn of phrase I used was not appropriate to use with this young man. Not only are you explaining Black Uncle or explaining Uncle Tom's to us, then you at the end of the tweet you go, he said something like, I've actually been interested in like one of the only ones that are really interested in development of black wrestlers. But sure, I won't say anything else. the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Shout out to Gaslighting, man.
Like, yeah, like, bro. Quite literally, and this nigga Kev on stage quoted him because he's a wrestling fan too. He was like, "You were so close," and he scratched out all the other shit in between. He was like,
take out like,
"I apologize." That's it, bro.
The beginning and the end, and just my bad, y'all. I apologize. Poor choice of words. You would have been good, but hey.
Like I'm someone who in life, and maybe that's my problem. I give people the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes when everybody's so quick to jump to conclusions about what they thought a person meant. Like, I give everybody a chance to, like, clarify. So, like I said, I gave Kevin Nash 24 hours, and I read that, and I was like, all right, well, another member of the clique we don't fuck with, I guess. Like,
listen, man.
Like, oh, my God, bro.
The Shield ranking is just climbing more and more, man. I just can't stop losing, man. The Shield's impact, you just can't go wrong, man.
So, I would hope, usually older people is stuck in their ways and shit. I don't know if anybody's going to get in his ear and talk to him. Then again, it should be noted, while I'm not going to deny what Kevin Nash's voice is in wrestling, as somebody who was a prominent figure in the 90s. Like, yes, I do think his opinion is valued, and he doesn't always give outdated opinions, but I don't think anybody should be concerned, obviously, because like this is just a guy, like, speaking of his own volition. He don't work for the WWE, like, none of that. So as far as the character of Jevon Evans, I think we're good. Nobody should be worried about that. But, like, Kevin Nash, you gotta... Yeah, man. That nigga let me down, bro. Like, oh, my fucking God.
Why is Kevin Nash trending? Oh.
Like, you know what's so funny? The first day this shit happened, that was, like, the first thing I saw in the morning. Like, I got on Twitter, and all I see was, like, Kevin Nash calls Jevon Evans Mr. Bojangles. I said, he did what? I said, Kevin Nash did what, bro?
What kind of slur is that?
Nigga, yeah. First off, like, I've never heard that before. But, like, immediately off the top of my head, I was like, you probably shouldn't, like, call a young black man Mr. Bojangles. You know. But, yeah, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Be better, Kevin Nash. Be fucking better, dog. Like, I'm very... This obviously probably won't matter coming from me and Barry, but, like, I'm very fucking disappointed. There are, like, a lot of people in the wrestling industry, like, that I hear from, and I always, like, hear good things in terms of, like, what they have to say about talent, etc. I'm so ashamed that, like, I don't know if I can look... I probably can't look at you as one of those people anymore.
That was a Monday, too, right? Like, way to start the week.
Yes.
Like, way to start
This shit was the night Jevon Evans main evented Monday Night Raw and won, my nigga. Like,
well, speaking of Jevon and the youngins, let me throw you a little curveball real quick. So, last weekend we had the NBA All-Star Weekend.
Okay.
I said they went 2 for 3. The Rising Stars night was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night, kind of.
I enjoyed the 3-point contest, and I like that they brought the Shooting Stars contest back.
Yeah, me too.
I did not want the skills challenge to leave. I wanted them to stop that bullshit that Chris Paul and Wemby did last year. That wasn't okay, and I wanted them to bring back the real essence of the skill challenge. That was my problem with it.
For sure. Dunk contest, no comment. Then Sunday night we had the All-Star game. It was the youngins versus the OGs versus the world. So, get the little podcast creative mind going. I'm going to offer you a 3 or 6. Which one I want to call it? I guess a 3-way, 5-man tag Survivor Series traditional style match.
Okay.
A WWE, AEW talent. I'm going to give you the youngins team, the world team, and the OG team. And I want you to pick who you would think the final 3 should be and who should be over. Remember, chemistry matters. So some of these guys may butt heads, leading up. So just think about that.
Okay.
For the youngins, I'm giving you Jevon.
Okay.
Braun,
okay.
Oba, MJF, and Dirty Dom.
Okay.
Team World, Gunther.
Okay.
Ospreay,
Ooh.
Fletcher,
Ooh.
Penta, and Mystico.
Ooh.
For the OGs, I'm giving you Cody.
Okay.
Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Seth.
Okay.
Adam Page.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. And you can pick between either Roman or Punk. I think I know your answer, though.
For the sake of the argument, I will pick Roman Reigns to be on that team. I do want CM Punk on that team, but for the sake of the content, I will allow Roman Reigns to be on that team. But I ain't gonna lie, I really like the world. So I like the world team to beat the youngins. But the OGs is where it get tricky at. Like, because that world team is crazy. You said Gunther, Ospreay, Fletcher, Penta, and Mystico. Yeah. Give me the world team over the youngins. I don't know who would be eliminated from the world team though. I could see Fletcher being eliminated, just like off maybe like some sheer luck. I don't want to say Mystico. Mystico go crazy. I won't lie. But you know what? I could see Penta, Fletcher, and Mystico getting eliminated from that team. So give me the world team over the youngins. And the OGs would be, you said Kenny, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins,
Cody,
and Hangman. Damn, you might have to give me the world team over them too. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. And you said chemistry play a factor. And you gotta remember,
chemistry got to play a factor.
Yep, see, if I would have chose CM Punk, this might have been like a minimum problem. But because Roman Reigns hates Seth Rollins. And if he see a chair, he might just smack that nigga.
Roman Reigns also hates Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, Roman Reigns also hates Cody Rhodes.
Roman Reigns might also hate Kenny Omega.
I don't think he hates Kenny Omega, actually. Only because, like, I think every time, so, you know, Kenny Omega got a stream on Twitch or whatever. And it's like every time I ever see him talk about Roman Reigns, it's always positive. Like, I know for one, he was like, I low-key think they're doing that with him on AEW now. He was like, I would love to be presented like how he's presented in terms of, like, entrance, like, all of that. Did you see the entrance last night? That shit looked godly. That shit looked godly.
Bro, I missed like the prime AEW was like, he is the PWI International of the world. Yeah. He is the like, yeah. So you're going with World, or
I would go with World to win the whole thing. I could also see, assuming this is like the same format as the All-Star game, and if they had to like all face each other at one point. I think the youngest could knock off the OGs just because of that chemistry issue.
That's what I'm going with. I'm going with the youngest just off chemistry. No, not too much heat between Braun and Oba. You know, MJF might get a little carried away. You know, try to be the head honcho, but I think they could like get between that. Like I said, with the World, Kyle Fletcher and Kenny Ospreay kind of butting heads right now. You know, that's a few. That's a what's the big? That's a big main event card coming up soon, so they might little bump heads. Gunther, he might try to head hunch his way around there too. Might try to call his own shot. So based off this chemistry, I'm gonna go with the youngins just with a win. And I would personally have Oba be the sole survivor. How he should have been a Royal Rumble, just doing his own thing.
Yeah, for the World, I'd probably do Fletcher. Well, I said he would get eliminated, which would leave me with Gunther. And I said Pence would be eliminated. I said Mystico was a flip. Oh, yeah. I think Ospreay could be the sole survivor. Yeah. I think Ospreay could be sole survivor.
Valid.
All right. You got anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay. All right. So I intended to watch Dynamite since we were coming in here on Thursday and try to review a little bit of it. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, YouTube TV did not have this week's episode readily available today. Fuck me, I guess. But there are two particular notables from last night. One of which being that Swerve is now heel again. Interested to see where that goes. But the second is one I do not fully understand. If you don't know, Hangman Adam Page and I'm sorry, not Cody Rhodes. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hangman Adam Page and MJF are going head-to-head in a few weeks at Revolution for the AEW World Championship. It has now been made a Texas Death Match. Love that. Texas Death Matches are actually pretty great. Here's what I have a problem with. Hangman Adam Page has given himself the Cody Rhodes stipulation.
The AEW stipulation?
Where if he does not beat MJF, he will not challenge for the world title ever again. And obviously, I think Hangman is an AEW lifer. I don't foresee him having, I guess, the same issue as Cody Rhodes had, and that being like one of the things that like pushed him out of the company. Mm-hmm. But I still don't understand it. Just because the MJF title reign is fairly new. Hangman has like a lot left in the tank. I don't even think Hangman's 40 yet, to be honest. Or he might be, or like early 40s. I don't know. But regardless, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I know some people said that did drive more interest towards the match and they weren't necessarily interested in it.
He's 34.
He's 30. Plenty left in the tank. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I guess I need to tune in more and see like what the reason behind it was. I do understand the, you know what I'm saying, the basis of the MJF and Hangman rivalry is like one of AEW's longest tenured rivalries. Mm-hmm. It's rooted in hate. I think more times than not, MJF has had Hangman's number, if I'm not mistaken. Or actually, I think it's the other way around. Whatever it is. But the last time we saw them head-to-head, Hangman got the better of him. So it's just kind of, to me, like, are you really this desperate? Should you be that desperate? I don't know.
Is he a two-time AEW World Champ?
He is a two-time AEW World Champion, yes. Yeah. And my thing is, I just don't feel like right now is the time to take the belt off of MJF.
Yeah,
so
you really just got it.
Yeah, so I mean, you're kind of. I don't see MJF losing. If they do, I don't know. It's confusing to me why they would go in that direction, but I would love to see it play out.
Yeah, because like the thing with Cody was like, all right, you're like the face of AEW, you're like a VP. It looked kind of funky of you being like a world champion in the company that you kind of help.
Yeah, I think that's why he did it. So in that particular scenario, while I wasn't watching back then, when I had heard about that, and like I heard he lost or whatever, I was like, well, I could see why he wouldn't want to do it. Like,
we kind of knew what his end goal was.
Yeah, like I could see why he wouldn't want to do that. Aside from like wanting to like finish, if that was his end goal all along, that's kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. If he knew he wanted to finish the story one day, but even still, like from a booking aspect, from somebody who is like an executive in the company, it looks so bad to book yourself to be world champion. Like we have lived through an era where Triple H was an executive and he was a WWE champion at the same time. Vince McMahon booked himself to win the Royal Rumble. Vince McMahon won the ECW championship. Like, I get it. I understand why he wouldn't have done that. But Hangman's not in that position, so I don't get it. But hopefully, like I said, things come along and we understand it better. It's Friday Night Smackdown, the February 13th edition. Very quality TV, man. SmackDown is really building itself back up. I'm very pleased with everything I've seen since the start of the year. From a television aspect,
bullying works.
Bullying does work. I don't know if you niggas took the pen away from Road Dogg, but keep it that way. We opened with the Women's Tag Team Championship match. The past year or so has been phenomenal for the Women's Tag Team division. Not only have there been great matches, but there have been incredible stories told in between those matches. Stories of how these teams came together. Obviously, the team of Rio being formed out of mutual respect. The team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte kind of being formed out of necessity at first, and they weren't necessarily friends. Mm-hmm. And the story, at least to me, was kind of that these. At this point, those two women are OGs, and all of these new women on SmackDown or on Raw are kind of coming for the crown, and they were kind of falling by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? So Alexa came to Charlotte at her lowest point and kind of just acknowledged hey, we need each other. That's just an example of two teams, but obviously, like I said, these stories have been told across multiple brands, being Raw, SmackDown, NXT as well.
Mm-hmm. Even Raquel and Liv, and then Raquel and Roxanne.
Yep.
Decent storytelling. You got to trust the young girl. They pat on amazing good matches. Even going back to Bianca and Jade.
Yep.
Decent storyline.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been great. People wanted this title gone, but they did a complete 180 and made it.
It's been an incredible 365 for those belts for sure. This particular match obviously contained the tag team champions Rio versus Nia Jax and the upstart Lash Legend. Ended in a no contest, but man, what can we say about women's wrestling that we never do?
I'm not mad at it. Keeps it interesting, keeps it fresh, keeps Nia and Lash kind of in the corner distance, just hiding off, just waiting for the moment to crack. listen, man, Lash, the future. Like,
Yeah.
free band. Because, like,
So listen, somebody said something on Twitter, and I kind of agree with it. This was a hot take they had a while ago, but they believe that Jakara Jackson was holding back Lash Legend's development. And while I don't want to say that's true, it ain't looking too good. And I say that because if you remember, this was like in the middle of Bianca and it was either Naomi or Jade, one of them. I can't remember which one before the storyline took place, but they faced off against the Meta Girls.
Yeah, dang.
And it was like
was it that damn it.
It was, I want to say it was before Crown Jewel pay-per-view.
Okay, because
Or
I remember
at a
Crown
Crown Jewel
Jewel
pay-per-view.
was kind of Crown. Crown Jewel, it was kind of it was kind of sketchy, but
I say that because in the build-ups to the match, Lash Legend was featured on SmackDown heavily. Like they would have like a triple threat or something, and Lash Legend would be who they chose to be in the match, and it would slap every time. And then we see her at Evolution, bang. We see her on her own at the Royal Rumble, bang. I'm not saying Nia Jax's holding her back right now. Yeah. I think
that's a good veteran move. That's a good veteran partnership. Yeah,
I think it works. And we said this a couple weeks ago, but like the eventual split between those two, Lash should be like superstar status by then. Damn. All these niggas got to do is fix the music, bro. That's it.
Damn. So I was like, I kind of stay in touch with NXT I keep in touch with NXT because Tuesdays kind of be no numbers to do. But I saw you something today. They put a video up of Metaphor. It was was it Jakara? Yeah, Jakara. Noah Devar. I forgot old boy name, and then Lash.
Oro Mensah.
Yeah, Oro Mensah and then Lash. The chemistry, like they were entertaining. Noah, crazy, can wrestle. The other guy, he was like really underrated. I guess I don't know why they didn't use him more. Like some of his highlights.
Yeah, he was. I saw a couple of his matches. Like, Oro was really good.
And then you got Sade. Now she's on TNA. She does like pretty decent work. I just think that going back to the Crown Jewel stuff, they look kind of sloppy. Conditioning didn't look good. Like the spots didn't look smooth. So I don't want to put it all on her. You just got to get better over time.
Yeah.
But listen, man, the higher ups, they know what they see. They know better than us. They keep proving us wrong time after time again. So I don't want to say it's holding her back because nobody knows. Because maybe if Jakara would stay in NXT and got some more work, she probably could have been a good superstar. But they saw what they saw in Lash, and the proof is in the pudding, man. She just does what she does, man. So
yeah,
I don't want to say that right now, but we're gonna see in the future because Lash is looking like a future head of household name in the business.
Yeah. I was about to say, speaking of household, the house is good, ain't it? Trick Williams prominently featured. Lash Legend prominently featured.
Hey, listen, Trick, he got what you can't teach, man. Like, what was the last PLE? Were they the Fatal 4-Way?
Oh, you mean Saturday Night's Main Event?
Yeah, Saturday's Main Event.
Yeah.
To get the crowd reaction to a boo reaction with just like that, you can't teach it, man. Like,
he's incredible.
He's incredible, man. Shout out to the Lemon,
off the charts.
Pepper, Steppers.
A 10-man tag, it was initially supposed to be a United States Open Challenge. We thought we were going to see Melo and Ilya once again. So it was a team of Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, Apollo Crews, Matt Cardona, and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the MFTs. I rewatched this today because I didn't remember the finish quite. I just knew Carmelo lost, but I didn't remember the finish, and also I didn't remember the flow of the match. I think WWE does multi-man tags really well. Always have, even when the product has been shit. They have consistently done multi-mans really well. I am very pleased that Apollo got back on TV. I know he was hurt majority of last year, but also it was a discussion on Twitter from a pretty popular account, Collision Cowboy. He was just like, how did he survive the cuts? And a lot of people were just like, myself included, I was like, well, I think one, aside from him being a really good performer, sometimes you need good performers and good hands on a wrestling roster. Everybody can't be a superstar, whatever. Mm-hmm. But aside from that, I do think the fact that Apollo Crews stepped up during COVID is a big factor in why he still works for the company.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know that isn't true for everybody because I know people who have worked for that company during COVID and got let the fuck go. But I do think that is why he's still there. I do think that counts for something. And also, like I said, having a good hand matters, bro. As good as SmackDown is getting, it can only get better. And I think like adding depth to the mid card / tag team division, because it looks like they might go the direction of a tag team with him and Cardona. I don't know, but I think it's good. I think it's a good direction.
And plus, he's one of them guys you can just throw in and just, hey, can you do this for us? And he probably agrees to it. Like
every time.
Like you don't have to have like the biggest personality. Like I said, this over and over again. You could just, if you can wrestle, we could do something with you, man. Like you don't have to do too much. Like he was on Main Event. I think tonight they're gonna show it. And then like guys who can work, you can just work. He's still a young guy. He could easily be like a guy on TV you just throw in there, have like squash matches with.
Yep.
Put on good 10-minute matches just to get the crowd over. He's gonna get the crowd interested in matches. So shout out to him, man, for staying with a job. Like
yeah, absolutely. And also Carmelo Hayes, man. I think we discussed this before, but he's organically over, bro. Like that nigga went out there and laced up his boots for the last few months and just got over. And I don't want to say it's that easy because, like, you know, sometimes the booker got to do shit for people to give a fuck.
yeah.
But sometimes it does feel like it's that easy, bro. Like, you can't just complain about your spot on the card, bro. You got to go out there, earn the people's respect, and they'll give it to you. And it's so frustrating that we kind of saw, or we kind of see, like, how some people's careers were going on SmackDown last year. Like, in particular, it's kind of frustrating that it's hindsight now, but it's like, damn, like, if y'all, like, kept putting Andrade on TV, like, you don't think maybe he could have got over and earned the people's respect? Not to say he's not over. I think just, like, again, it's important that WWE continues to kind of, and I think that's what's happening with, like, Jevon and Oba and all this. It's important that they let people know the wrestling is important and not just the characters.
No.
So I think that was a part of it. But Melo's really put it all together. Like, he got organically over, goes out there and has a banger week after week. Doesn't matter with who. He is very much in my category of, if you put him out there with a broomstick, like,
Oh, yeah.
it's a 5. Like, it is a 5.
And we haven't even seen like the personality of Melo yet. Like he talks a little bit of smack, but we haven't seen like full NXT trash talking Melo. So it's only going to get better. And yeah, shout out to the people, man. We stayed true with him. We supported his matches. We chanted "We want Melo." Shout out to Creative for giving him a shot. He's over delivered in my opinion. Cause
shout out to Creative, and not only that, but just like being ready when you get the ball. That's important too. A lot of people want a shot and not ready when they got the ball.
Yeah. Like people easily be like, oh yeah, he doesn't do good with fuse. Hey, listen, man, puts on match after week, great matches week after week. We don't have to focus on, I don't want to say corny storytelling, but you just, hey, good matches, good 10, 15-minute matches. Crowd's going over with it because, hey, listen, this season is coming up, so he gonna be in something good coming up. So
yeah,
I'm just glad he stayed true to himself. Didn't complain on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see what they do for him for WrestleMania season, man, because he has been doing his damn thing, man.
Yeah. I will say though, I do see that they are making an effort. Like, it's not unintentional that they're, you know what I'm saying, closing off these United States Open challenges and like other stuff is happening. So I do see they are making an effort to like not just make it Open Challenge night every Friday.
Yeah.
They've been doing some stuff with the Miz that like I think is pretty good. Honestly, I know it's been going on for a while, but I do think what they did with the Miz is pretty good. Like, just in terms of like. I remember they had a match. First off, the skull crushing finale counter they had. He had the match was incredible. Never seen it.
Then he won on a signature move, wasn't even the finish.
Yeah,
like, we
on,
love
on the first 48.
We love that around here.
But yeah, I love what they're doing with that. I don't think it's unintentional that they're like pulling open challenges and like having them like do a 10-man and all this other stuff. Like, something's coming. Something's brewing.
Yeah, because like if we do get a ladder match with like either that or the IC title, it's chef kiss, man.
Amen.
It's gonna be interesting because this, like I said, man, it's that time of the year where stuff starts to rev up.
Yep.
So I'm really excited to see what they do for Melo and that U.S. title and the IC title.
I will say though, I am a little disappointed that my boy ate a pinfall to Tama Tonga of all people. I guess we'll see where that goes. It does kind of appear they're putting the MFT on the warpath, but it doesn't appear that the YS6 is behind the MFT either. So I don't know where that
Shout
goes.
out Rikishi, man.
Yeah. When you Samoan and Tongan, you get everything you want, I guess. We had an Elimination Chamber qualifier with Julia, Alexa Bliss, and Kiana James. No, that's not right. It's not right. Julia, Alexa Bliss. I'm missing one. I did not rewatch this today, so I don't remember. Was it Alpha Fire? Chelsea Green? I don't know.
Was it might have been? No, I think she got hurt. Anyway, Bliss got the
Bliss got the
Bliss got the win.
Bliss did get the win. I think she's been in every Elimination Chamber ever, if I'm not mistaken.
I think I heard.
Close to that.
I think they said that. It was one of them, but yeah.
Yeah, so excited about that as well. Both of the fields in the chamber are shaping up to be nice. And I was thinking about this when I watched or rewatched some of Monday Night Raw today as well. To me, the best Elimination Chambers are kind of the ones that aren't just top heavy, but they also have like guys that you should kind of look out for, or like upper mid carders or whatever. Yeah. That's kind of what the men's one is turning into, or that's what I feel like it is, because obviously you have Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, Jevon was just added to the field on Monday, which we would talk about, and Randy Orton.
Yeah, Randy. Yeah.
So I kind of like that they don't just make chambers necessarily top heavy. I think when you do that, you kind of just I don't necessarily know how to explain it, but I don't want to say it dilutes it in a way, because you should always have your top guys in there. But you build a little bit more like suspense and like intrigue when you have like random players in there and not just always the major players. So I'm definitely excited about both chambers so far. Trick Williams versus Rey Fenix. Another great match, but what I want to talk about is actually the promo Trick Williams cut before this match. Sami Zayn, man.
Sad.
I don't know if it was the crowd that night, because I've heard Sami get booed on a couple of occasions, but it was like the last time I heard Sami get booed, it was because they were in Chicago and because he was facing John Cena. Nobody wanted to see John Cena lose at that point. Cool. Yo, Trick Williams verbally ran this nigga down on the microphone prior to facing Rey Fenix, saying like, you walk around this bitch sad, you walk around here crying with your head down, you can't get the job done. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself like, who greenlit this? Like, it's a good promo, but like, who greenlit this, bro?
Charles Barkley, bro. I said,
yeah, like,
damn, bro.
Dog.
The fuck?
I'm just sitting there, I'm like, damn, like, he not wrong, but my nigga, like, I still want 70 to be world champion at some point. Like, is that what this is going towards? Like, I'm confused. But like you said, he has something you can't teach. Now, in reference to the match itself, I think this is the second time we saw him face Rey Fenix. We have kind of established that he's very much a mirror wrestler. Like, he's about as good as the person in front of him. Rey Fenix is about as good as it gets. Mm-hmm. Incredible match. I think they played well off each other. Trick being the bigger competitor, Rey Fenix being smaller. But once again, we have to. When Rey Fenix was signed to WWE, I didn't think he was going to be a pin eater, man. And maybe it's because Penta got here before him, and I was just kind of like, I saw what they did with Penta, and I said, well, they could do the same with Rey Fenix. Although Penta has always, not just in WWE, but always been more of a character, and Rey Fenix has been more of the worker. Mm-hmm. But why not put the best of both worlds? Especially because while Penta isn't necessarily drowning on Monday Night Raw, has great matches, is presented wonderfully.
Amazing.
Like, we haven't really got like a crazy Penta story to like sink our teeth into, like, ever in the time that he's been in WWE. So it makes me wonder, why not just get the Lucha Bros together, bro? Like, why are we pretending this isn't something that should happen? I do understand, like, at first when they did it, it was like, yeah, we don't want to just like cop a plea and like have these niggas together just because, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that we present them as we should individually, get them over with the audience, whatever. The same equity Penta has with the audience is not the same equity that Phoenix has. So we need to get the Lucha Bros together. I don't know if it's before WrestleMania, after WrestleMania, and this is again why I keep asking for a draft. along with other reasons, which we'll get into later as well. But yeah, man. Other than that, great matchup from both. I thought like quality television.
Yeah, I keep saying like the way they display Netflix is so crazy that then like remember they were supposed to debut Penta on the first episode of Netflix, but they kind of pushed them off to the side so they could have like more focus on everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then like that Penta debut, like the pyro, the presentation, the camera work, the lighting, it just chef kiss, man. They present him like a superstar, and then you go to SmackDown. Like last year, when it was the 2 hour show, you really couldn't get too much going on. And on top of that, with the Andrade situation, kind of like fizzled off some more. So I hope they do get him back on there. Sooner than later, they team up the Lucha Bros. Crazy amount of dream matches: Lucha Bros, New Day, Lucha Bros, Usos. The list goes on and on, man. So yeah, I do hope they get some striking with Ray because he is one of a worker. So I hope they take advantage of that because not a lot of guys in like the Fed can really work as much as they put their character to the work. So yeah, man, let's get Ray some work, man. Cause please, because the guy could go. We don't want to be like one of them. I guess the Sin Cara or like somebody who just kind of looked over.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So let's avoid that, please.
Yeah. Jordan Grace versus Jade Cargill. I thought it was a phenomenal match, to be honest with you. And it kind of made me ask myself the question, like, is it time for whoever? I don't know if it's somebody in the back that feels like Jade can't necessarily go or she's like limited or whatever. I think it's time to take the training wheels off, man. One, she has been the champion for 100 plus days, and that was her first title defense. That's ridiculous. I don't blame that on Jade. I blame that on the booker. Once you make these people champions, you need to have a direction for them.
Yeah,
or
the plan should be already.
Yeah, don't just move the belt just because like you see niggas on the internet saying they tired of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you niggas was tired of Tiffany Stratton, but that's not the issue. The booking of the women's championship was the issue. As far as Jade, the last 2 to 3 times I have seen her in ring, which was obviously when the belt was won, and then there was a tag team match with Jordan Grace, and then the matchup with Jordan Grace this past Friday. Nothing about that to me said like, nothing about it gave me a reason not to trust her in the ring.
Yeah.
I think we are far past that. I think, like I said, we need to take the training wheels off. I don't know if it's a matter of they are waiting for Bianca Belair to come back because of like the finger surgery and like that.
Lord,
and like, that's I should have talked about that at the top of the show. That shit in itself is a nightmare.
Take my finger.
Please. I think she's doing good now. I saw she was at physical therapy, started bending the finger and all that. So hopefully we're out the woods. Bianca, heal up.
Please.
Hope to see you soon. SmackDown needs you. Now, as I was saying, I don't know if that was their plan and that's why like they didn't want to do certain things with the women's championship. But again, nothing about the matchup to me said like they don't have a reason to trust her. The matchup was fine. I thought it was very good. I thought it was a great showing for Jordan Grace. Honestly, I thought that maybe they were going to put the belt on her that night.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the way they was talking, like the way the people were talking like, on Twitter about the whole 100 days no title defense stuff. I was kind of worried because Jordan Grace is like a good worker, a good wrestler. She has the package. They was like you said, man. They was kind of scared to push Jay. So I'm glad we get some more reigns in. I kind of want to push that on, like we said, creative and booking, because even with Tiffany, it was just she was facing like the same women over and over again. She faced Nia felt like 10 times.
Nia Jax was half the reign.
Yeah,
there was a Trish Stratus match in there.
Yeah, like that didn't really do nothing in hindsight. But hopefully, with these 3-hour shows, with the 3-hour Friday night SmackDown shows, and then hopefully we get some new talent after WrestleMania season, because that's when they like to do like call-ups and stuff. Hopefully, Soul, JC, somebody like.
Sean, you batting down the hatches, brother. Although women's wrestling in NXT has never been a problem, so you should be fine. But batting down the hatches, that ain't coming to take some more from you, bro. He done got Oba from you. He done got Jevon. Kalani Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Sol Ruka.
Yeah, like the way that's looking.
Zarya.
Yeah. JC,
JC, hey.
Like, That's
It
your
might be
job.
time.
Your job is to develop them and bring them to the farm. So
Yeah.
hopefully, I'm looking forward to that because, like I said, like 3 hour shows, it just gives you more time to get shit off. Even with Melo, like you squeezing in like these 5 minute matches with hella commercials, we can't really see too much. So these 3 hours, hope they bring in some more talent, more matches, more title defenses. Because like you said, that match last week, the tag team match, that was a good match. And even like this match Friday was a good match, good showing, good powerhouse going at each other. So I'm really excited to see what they go from here. And hopefully Jordan gets a crack at it again.
Yeah, I was curious, like, after this, like, where Jordan Grace would go from here. I do think the immediate answer should be the United States Championship. Her and Julia had a great match in NXT. It was very physical. It was a banger. I think they should definitely, like, lean on that. But, again, I wouldn't be mad at Jordan Grace eventually having another crack at the title. We will see. Because I am very confused about the direction of the SmackDown Women's Championship. Because it's very clear, like, who Liv Morgan's going to choose. To me,
Yeah.
if she was to choose Jade Cargill, it would be a surprise. But, yeah. I want to see where that goes. And finally, in another men's Elimination Chamber qualifier, Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, Sami Zayn. Incredible match, was electric.
Incredible ending.
Incredible ending, but everything in between was great as well. You obviously still got the heat there from Cody and Jacob. You had the desperation from Sammy, knowing that, like, you know what I'm saying, coming off a loss at Royal Rumble, feeling down on yourself, but knowing, like, this is your chance to punch your ticket and get a possible pathway to WrestleMania. But the ending was incredible. Like you said,
I was surprised. I thought Sammy had to win, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like he had Cody's shoulders out on the mat. I said, "Oh,
it's over."
I said, "Well, I don't know what Cody and Jacob are doing for WrestleMania." But I was just kind of I want to say this. I definitely understand, like, the character of Sami Zayn not accepting help from Drew McIntyre. I don't want to get that confused.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are confused about that either. Especially after a couple weeks ago, we just saw 3 Stages of Hell, and we saw Cody Rhodes throw hands with Jacob Fatu off the strength of him getting involved with his business with Drew McIntyre. So I don't know why people don't understand that Sami Zayn doesn't want help from somebody like Drew McIntyre, who he is not want a match against. When Drew McIntyre has shown himself not to be, like, you know what I'm saying, necessarily the most trustworthy of people, a slime ball, all of that. And I don't necessarily have a problem with him losing either. But given what we know, which is the promo from Trick Williams early in the night, and like this, and I no longer know the path for Sami Zayn to the world title. Like, at all. I don't know if they're saving it for next year. I don't know what's going on. I no longer know the path for Sami Zayn to the world championship because it seems like the audience is losing faith, which bothers me a lot because Sami Zayn is great, and I feel like if you don't like Sami Zayn, like, you're the problem. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the path. I don't know the path to the world title for Sami Zayn, like, over the next year, this year, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still confused. If they do hold out to next year WrestleMania in Saudi, I guess we'll just have to prepare for the best. Because the way it's looking now, him or Sammy versus Roman or Cody. I mean, Sammy versus Roman or Punk doesn't really have like a compelling storyline right there. The way Roman's character is being looked, the way Punk's character is being looked. That we don't know what's gonna happen with WWE title. So Drew versus Sammy again. That could work if they do it right, but I really doubt that Drew stays champion after WrestleMania. So yeah, we're gonna see because it's. Hey man, you know, a Cody underdog. Sammy underdog year storyline probably could feed the family. So we gonna see. So
I'm just kind of confused. But I mean, if anybody can figure out, I guess it's them. Like,
yeah, like
I was worried that I would lose faith when Cody Rhodes lost the first WrestleMania main event, and like they kept it hot for a whole year. So I do wonder, like, what they do. Like I said, I don't know. But to me, the way things are set up now felt like the clearest path for Sami Zayn to the world title. Like somebody who you've never beat, like ever, and the one time you do it is on the grandest stage of them all for the world title.
It's right there.
It's right there. But I'm going to assume that there's a better plan in place. We shall see. Monday Night Raw. We had a 6-man tag team match that stemmed from the Vision interrupting a Yeet Fest and LA Knight still wanting to get his pound of flesh. Yeah.
Like
there was nothing wrong with the match, but
I wanna
every passing day I just wonder like what is the Vision doing at this point?
I wanna root for them so bad. Like it's even worse now that Braun's out for who knows how long. And then like you can tell they're trying to make Logan be like the voice of it's just like it's just not
I don't
working.
know what to
It's just
I don't know what to think anymore.
It's like
and then also I am beyond confused with the Adam Pearce thing at this point. I think why it's so confusing to me is because we're kind of in the era where like authority figures who are GMs don't do matches anymore. I don't know why, because Nick Aldis is like a year younger than Cody Rhodes, by the way. Like if Nick Aldis wanted to wrestle, he probably could. I don't know if it's a choice. I don't know. So the Adam Pearce thing confuses me because like it's just you and Paul Heyman going back and forth on a weekly basis, and while it is kind of entertaining, it's just like what's the end goal?
Yeah, like I was really worried they were going to do Adam versus Braun was be like the future going against like a GM. Like what is?
Yeah, I didn't
like.
I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
Like just imagine like Cena versus Vince in like 2004 or something. Like just what do we gain from this? Like,
yeah, I don't get it.
And then like I want to root for Logan so bad because like, but it's not hidden. It's the same schlick. You know what I'm saying? They put a clip out a couple weeks ago when I think LA Knight won like LA Knight won his qualifying match.
Oh yeah.
They had like Logan go back out there to like cut a better promo and make it look good. It's just like just feels forced. Like everything just it's not organic. Like same stick. I'm richer than you. Who wants to live in this dumb of a city? Blah blah blah. Like he made the.
He had my issue with him is like he's just a moves guy at this point, bro. Like you have to be more than the moves guy.
Like what was he hit the zigzag and it was kind of funky. Like it's just
shit was ass.
Yeah, like it was ass. Like
it is the worst zigzag I've ever seen. I was like, what were you going for?
Like, like I want to root for them so bad, but it's just like, all right, y'all. Like you got Theory looking like a crazy guy who does nothing really. Like he looks, I don't know, man. Just
disband the Vision.
Like I guess bad timing with Seth getting hurt and now Braun getting hurt. You know, if they do put them in the tag team division, I guess that works. It's better than
you gotta do something.
They just gotta do something. Man.
But again, for somebody who was a part of that group and beat Roman Reigns, like Bronson Reed's doing nothing.
Like it's just
Logan Paul is, I guess the hype man. I don't know. It's all confusing at this point.
I just don't get it, man. Like, Theory, sorry, he just has. It's not working. Like he can't be like the henchman, angry guy in the background.
Yeah, I don't think. Again, remember when he unmasked and we said like we could audibly hear people chanting Austin Theory, and even before he got injured, like he was getting like cheered, like y'all might want to try a different avenue, bro. I don't think the heel thing is him. I don't think it's believable because apparently he's a likable guy.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of things on the internet when it comes to like him doing meet and greets and Make-A-Wish and all that. Like he's a very likable guy in real life, and I don't know if the audience knows that, and that's why they just won't necessarily go for it. But you got to do something, because what you're doing with him now isn't working. It's infinitely worse than when this nigga was walking around with the cell phone taking selfies and all that.
That was at least.
I enjoyed that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That was at least good cringeworthy stuff. Like
you could call it slop, but like I enjoyed that version.
It was
every version after that.
Yeah, the posing that felt real. This just stinks. Like it just
shit's awful, man.
I don't know what they go from here. And then like you said with Pierce and Heyman going back at it,
what's the end goal?
What y'all gonna do? Like is it like I'm not thinking about it.
And maybe it's just because my brain is trained to think this, but it's like the WWE I grew up on. If you beefing with Shane McMahon or something, you fighting Shane McMahon in a couple of weeks. weeks.
Yeah.
If you beefing with Vince,
you're gonna get jumped.
you're gonna get jumped. But like, you might finally get your hands on him in a couple months or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, this with Adam Pearce like confuses me, bro. I don't know like where it's going.
Crazy
I
Hail
don't know what
Mary.
the point of it
I
is.
just thought about this literally just now, but do like Heyman versus somebody, or Adam versus somebody in the Division. If Vision wins, Heyman's the new GM. Like that just makes
Something.
like just something interesting. Like it's you're gonna F around and find out. It's just
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's been that for like 3 weeks. Like,
Yeah,
what are
like-
we finding out that you?
Yeah,
you
like,
know what I
hope-
mean?
like-
You booking these niggas in matches? Okay.
yeah, like you're doing your job. Congratulations.
Oh my god.
It's official. Yeah, it is official. It's supposed to be official. Like,
All right.
oh, man.
Now for a little bit of a mystery, which seems to, I guess, be the theme across Monday nights. What's in the crate?
Well,
They showed a crate. Let me, for the audience that may not have watched Raw, they showed a huge, what I would assume is a human-sized crate on Monday Night Raw. Says do not open until February 28th. February 28th is the Elimination Chamber. The guy who sent it to Pierce didn't know what it was. Pierce told that nigga, send that shit to SmackDown. Let Nick Aldis deal with it. So we'll see on Friday, not what's in the crate, but like where the story progression, I guess. What do you think is in the crate?
well, at first I thought it was somebody, but since you pointed out last week that their contract is froze, I have no idea. I really don't. Like people have been pointing out that WWE is trying to make WrestleMania look good. We didn't talk about it, but they said the ticket sales suck. I wonder why.
So look, they said the ticket sales suck, but then I go look on WrestleTix and like they got like 5,000 tickets available for like one night or something. I'm like, bro, what? I guess I don't understand what bad is considered. Like when you if you say to me the ticket sales for WrestleMania sucks, my immediate thought is if they got a 50,000 plus seat stadium, these niggas only done sold 10,000 seats. That's what sucks to me. Like, I got to pull up the actual tweet from WrestleTix.
So it's February 20th. We got 2 months.
Roughly 2 months,
Yeah,
yeah.
roughly 2 months before you said like 5. Yeah, like I guess they're thinking, oh, this should sell out like as soon as we like. But it's just like, not really. Like, so But the crate, in hindsight, could it be? I wanted it to be some Rock related, just to like piss everybody off and just keep the suspense going of, you know what I'm saying? What does The Rock have to do now? Because this will be like the third straight year of Rock having his hands in WrestleMania, kind of, you know what I'm saying, fucking with Triple H. So that's what I kind of would want, you know what I'm saying? I was hoping it would be Chris Jericho just for like pop reasons, but right now I really don't know. Like, I guess we're going back to the goofy WWE of like trying to make you interested in these week to week stuff. So
Okay, so I'm looking at the WrestleTix thing. WrestleMania Saturday, there are 6,546 available tickets. There are 1,180 available combo tickets. The current setup is 43,416. They have distributed 35,690 for WrestleMania Saturday. WrestleMania Sunday, 5,864 tickets available. 1,180 combo tickets, of course. Current setup still 43,416. Tickets distributed 36,372. Well, I don't get it. It's not a complete sellout, but what are we looking
like,
for?
It's the same thing last year with EC. They was like, oh, we got to bring in The Rock and Travis Scott.
Dog.
Like, bro, we're like, the event is a month away, bro. Like, niggas, they don't know like the schedule yet. They don't know like the card yet. It's going to sell out. Like, no matter what, the event sell out. Like,
You literally to this point, you have one very clear. Actually, I'll give you two because to me, it's so obvious that Liv Morgan is going to challenge Stephanie Vaquer. It doesn't make any sense. So you have two advertised matches so far. What? Yeah, that seems normal to me that you ain't sold out yet, but you have sold a decent amount. And my thing is, yes, part of it is the price point, but you also got to remember, we have watched the product through some shitty times, and WrestleMania will be sold out every time. Because people want to just go to WrestleMania.
yeah, it's going to happen. Like, it's 2 months away. Like, we got to get hotel rooms and get the work schedule. Like, you know what I'm saying? The PTO got to get approved, man. Like,
you can quite literally go to the worst WrestleMania ever.
It's going to sell out.
And you can it's still going to sell out. It's still going to sell out. Go look at what WrestleMania 27 looks like, and that is arguably the worst WrestleMania I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe you niggas did that to my city, by the way. But that is one of the worst WrestleManias I've ever seen. But that stadium is fucking packed. There are 3 redeemable matches on that WrestleMania card. And that stadium is packed, bro. The Georgia Dome was fucking packed. So I don't get what they're looking for. And I would hope that whatever they do isn't like you said last year where they just decided to bring The Rock in to move a couple extra thousand tickets, bro. Like, it's okay. I promise. Nobody who's not a fucking mark is going to care that the arena had a couple empty seats in the nosebleeds, my nigga. Who gives a fuck? Like, I don't understand these things, bro. I really don't. As far as what I think is in the crate, on the topic of WrestleMania, I think it's probably the guest host of WrestleMania. That is what I think. Somebody else said they think it's Danhausen from AEW. And I got to tell you,
I'm with that.
If I open up my ESPN, or actually I don't even have the ESPN app. If I open up my Disney Plus account and you niggas open that crate and it's for fucking Danhausen, my nigga.
Entertainment.
Instead of an extra match because you niggas are 4 and 5 match card perverts, I'm gonna know something. If I open my app, watch that premium live event, and you niggas open the box and tell me Danhausen's in the box, I'm gonna know something. Am I relieved that Chris Jericho is not gonna be in that motherfucker? Absolutely. Keep Chris Jericho far, far away from my glorious Fed, bro. Please. We're done with Chris Jericho. But Danhausen, hey, bro.
Hey, man, he's a rock guy, man. You know, he just entertainment, man. Entertainment, man. We gotta move tickets, man. You know?
CM Punk and Finn Balor. Oh, first off, I love the stakes of this match. I know a lot of people are just like, well, why would they do? First off, I think that's, again, when people comment on certain stuff, it makes me know that we don't watch the same product on a regular basis. Because why is the conversation? Why would they allow a world championship match when the main event was already made? Like,
where have you been?
Where have you been? Like, this isn't the first time that has happened.
Like,
but also, yes, where have you been? And it's being integrated into the story. We are currently in the era of what I believe is going to be a rebuild of the babyface Finn Balor. We've already seen the music come back. We've seen some aggression come back. We've seen a little bit of edge come back. Whatever. We are currently in the process of rebuilding Finn Balor. And the story is, CM Punk, why would you risk the WrestleMania main event? One, because I already told you I was going to be a fighting champion.
And he mentioned Finn Balor's name in that promo.
Literally. But two, if I can't go do this, I don't deserve the main event WrestleMania. And on top of that, to counter that, Finn Balor's point is like, no, nigga, we're not ruining the main event. I'm saving it because I deserve to be here all along. It's been like 10 years, and you niggas seem to have forgotten who I was. I beat Roman Reigns on my first night here.
Everywhere I go, I win.
Everywhere I go, I win.
I was the best in the world, bro.
I was the Universal Champion. Like a couple months into my main roster run, like, I'm a fucking winner, like you said. He said, I went to Japan, I won, I trained in Mexico. I fucking win, and you niggas seem to have forgotten that. No, he's not risking the main event of WrestleMania. I'm not ruining the WrestleMania main event. I'm saving it. Because I've beat this nigga before, and frankly, I don't think CM Punk can beat Roman Reigns, and I know I can. That's the whole story right there, bro. How do you not understand that?
And then we would have been like, oh, it's Punk and Roman talking back and forth for 3 months straight. We got something fresh. Let's just enjoy it.
Dog. Like, we could be in the middle of a bunch of nothing right now, and CM Punk could not be defending the world title. But
oh no, CM Punk's on TV again.
You niggas thought he was gonna go to Chicago and just
walk out there and just turn
in the United Center of all places where Michael Jordan played at. Oh. But what I really loved about this promo is, and again, they're clearly soft launching babyface Finn. CM Punk told him, like, essentially told him, like, yeah, I kind of believe all those things, but, like, the difference is, when you were all those things, you ain't have Rey Mysterio dumbass son behind you. You ain't had this big head ass Irishman behind you either.
Bobblehead.
And he said, "I don't know," but yeah, like you didn't have these two dumbasses behind you when you was doing all these things, and you don't seem to realize that. And that's why I'm gonna beat you, because you don't know that. Again, the story's right there, bro. Now obviously I know we said we're not gonna necessarily talk about Judgment Day splits until it happens. I don't know what the end game is, but Finn Balor is clearly getting up out of there, and that much is very clear. Now, is it he's getting up out of there and becoming Intercontinental Champion after that? Is he, going to honestly work his way back up to the main event? I don't know. But it's clear he's getting the fuck up out of there, and it's a great start.
Yeah, it's right there. Like it's finally happening. It's finally years later. Like the season continues. Like the cliffhangers is finally there. I'm sorry. I hope they do Finn versus Dom. It's gonna be a great match. To your point, bruh, Punk puts on these great championship matches. Finn is like one of the best in the world. Like it's gonna be a great match. Let's just enjoy it. Like it's not that hard to y'all just want to complain about everything.
Like dog, we saw a Finn Balor and CM Punk match on television. What do you think is going to happen when it's a CM Punk and Finn Balor match without the constraints of a commercial break or any of that? Like, come on, man. Y'all, hey. The result may be a foregone conclusion,
but it's going to be, like, entertaining.
It's going to be entertaining. This story is great. I love it. I can't wait to see the second installment of CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Penta versus El Grande Americano 2. Obviously, we're doing the numbers thing at this point because we are trying to distinguish the two El Grande Americanos. Great match, of course. Not surprised. We know who's under the mask for El Grande too. Great wrestler. But I have a problem with this for several reasons. Obviously, earlier we talked about Penta, like, not necessarily getting to sink his teeth into, like, real stories. I kind of misspoke because the thing with El Grande was like kind of a story, not a crazy story, but a story nonetheless. And it felt like they just went out there and said, and I'll tell you why. The birth of the original El Grande Americano came from Chad Gable's inability to beat luchadors. Had a lot of trouble with Penta, henceforth where El Grande Americano, the first, came from. The second El Grande Americano obviously is cosplaying as the first El Grande Americano, who was cosplaying Chad Gable. That's a whole other thing. Whatever. My problem is that Penta and El Grande had several issues in the past, and the original El Grande had several issues in the past, and they just kind of dropped it. But also, and I don't know if you saw this because it was on the international Netflix. The regular El Grande Americano is speaking English now. Like the OG El Grande Americano is speaking English. I just don't. In a regime that doesn't do the whole thing that the previous regime did and insults us and acts like things didn't happen, I was very disappointed. And I know that sounds stupid to say about a storyline like this, but I was very disappointed that they didn't keep up the continuity and you just had Penta shake this nigga's hand like nothing happened.
Shout out to Kevin Owens, man. He forgets nothing.
Dog, I miss Kevin Owens so much, bro. Oh my god. Hey, you know what? I hope that's who's in the crate, actually. But yeah, I was just disappointed in like the lack of continuity with this particular story.
Yeah.
And with that being said, Chad Gable, your chain has been snatched. You need to take that mask off, and you need to go back to being Chad Gable.
Yeah, the Evans was on the way. The first mask is on the way. We know who needs to win. We know who needs to lose. Chad, I'm sorry, but we do miss you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is such a mistake if the other El Grande Americano loses. Chad Gable, take that mask off, go lead American Made, do something, bro. But this ain't it no more. Also, as a result of that match, because it was a number one contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship, Penta versus Dominic Mysterio is happening again. They typically have really good to great matches, but
again, yeah, it's again.
Same circumstances, same stakes. I don't know what we're doing here. Penta, I don't see him winning as a result of what happened in the main event. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. We had another Elimination Chamber qualifier. Asuka, Bayley, Natty, not Natalia, Natty. What are your impressions of this iteration of the Natalia character now that we've seen it on TV?
I was really hoping for this character change because if you follow the wrestling online, you see like Natty in like these underground matches, these like street fight matches of being the Natty character with like her henchman behind her, and she just like going out there and just mauling and whipping ass. I wish they kind of would do like a squash thing with her. I've heard just beating up random talent, local random talent, like in good 2-minute matches, and kind of have her, I guess, not speak as much. And then just have her like just be a badass, just beat people up. The Maxine stuff is going to help Maxine, so I guess it's kind of needed. It's kind of like a good fresh start. But yeah, I would just have Natty do like badass stuff, like make her a quiet assassin, I guess, like prime Asuka. How they doing open now? Just walk out there, beat somebody up, and then just go back. But I guess they're trying to do this to help Maxine get a good crowd reaction. So that's really my only issue. Like, I was really hoping for this Natty character because, like, the Natalia character was just kind of flat over the years. So, yeah, man, hopefully they change something up quick because I love Maxine, but after this, like, what are you going to do about it? Like, we're going to talk about the women's IC title and picture in a minute, but it's just like, where are y'all going with this? Really, that's really all I have to say. It's just...
Yeah. While I am also confused on where it's going, I will say, I think me and you both agree that we did want to see this on TV just because we kind of saw it like when she went to NWA, when she was going to AAA, all of that. It felt like a welcome change of pace for her. Up until this point, she was kind of just like sitting in the background, and she would be around when it came to, these qualifier matches and like things like the Royal Rumble and all that, and random tag team matches. But this, to me, this is good. I like the character. I feel like it's a more aggressive side. I feel like it's different. And I can really distinguish the difference between Natty versus Natalia.
Yeah, for sure.
So I enjoyed that aspect of it. I thought this triple threat in particular like fit together really well with all the different styles of the women. Asuka and Natty, I guess, being the more so aggressors and the strikers in the match. Bayley, of course, being more of the traditional wrestler in a sense. Was very surprised that Bayley lost, though. Not gonna lie.
I didn't think Asuka was gonna win.
I did not. Was very surprised that happened. That is another person whose direction I am confused on. Just because I thought that
we just need more women in creative, honestly.
Yeah,
because a lot of confusion if it's not like the head honchos.
Granted, it could be like we talked about tag division earlier, and like that's a thing in itself. Like it could be something with that, but I didn't see her not being in the chamber when I saw that qualifier match. Honestly, AJ and Becky. Some people don't feel like this is necessarily landing like it should.
My thing at this is, okay, so I'm not like, I wasn't around when AJ was like around, you know what I'm saying? I caught some stuff catching up to her. Becky, this character work, I'm not mad at it. She's like blowing herself up all the time. Does it get stale sometimes? Kinda, yeah, but I feel like they're making AJ too quirky, I guess. Like, she's just like getting under her skin. It's kind of like a cat and mouse game. Maybe it's because like they're trying to get AJ like back in the mix, you know what I'm saying, condition wise. I would love to see like AJ, I guess, fight somebody or something, but it just seems like a little too, I don't want to say predictable because you have Becky, she jumped Maxine, right? And then AJ comes out there, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little too predictable. The promos, I'm not finna like cry like the people on Twitter, they've been crying about this promos, like, oh, y'all watch this. It's like, yeah, it's entertainment. It's typical heel face work, so I'm just hoping EC just delivers and just gives us more to look forward to. Because, you know what I'm saying, AJ, we have only seen AJ fight, like, once since she came back?
Like once or twice, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to stay patient, man. I'm not going to complain about it just yet.
Story-wise, obviously it makes sense to me because the last two times we've seen AJ Lee has been her getting the better of Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just something that Becky can't get over. Promo wise, yeah, it's not necessarily landing, and I think you run the risk of that when you run these long feuds. They've been feuding since like when was WrestlePalooza? September.
Yeah, September.
Ooh, excuse me. They've been feuding since September, on and off because AJ, has prior commitments outside of WWE. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I don't know if people know that, but that's the case. That's why she hasn't been around. You run the risk of that when you run a feud from September and you're trying to. This is obviously going to go to WrestleMania. You run the risk of that when you go from September to April. I do think, like you said, like we kind of just have to get to Elimination Chamber and get to like a new, like refresh a little bit, get a good starting point. I'm assuming like Becky might end up getting the win because if AJ gets another win, like what's the point after this? Like what's the point of this continuing? They got the best of you 3 times. Yeah, I do think we just need to get to Elimination Chamber and get to that point. But like I said, the story is all there in terms of like AJ has kind of just been a thorn in the side, getting the better of Becky at every turn. And not only that, but we have to remember all of what AJ came back to is fairly new. There wasn't an Intercontinental title, and she talked about that. Like, when I was around, we had one sparkly little butterfly title to fight for. Mm-hmm. And now, like, it's a world of opportunities out there. To this, like, I think the whole women's division, with the exception of the Bellas and Naomi, are fresh opponents for AJ. Like, she hasn't faced anybody in that division.
Yeah.
So all of this is fresh. I do think it's also a matter of like getting her instincts back under her. So I'm not too worried. I do agree with the sentiment that it's not necessarily landing, but like they'll be fine.
Yeah, because it reminds me to like when Punk came back. All right, what you gonna do? Like we had to wait till the Royal Rumble. Thankfully, that created a feud unexpectedly that was just amazing. So we gonna see with this. Like I said, man, hopefully the match is good. You know what I'm saying? With the benefit of these 5-card matches is like we get longer matches, more like in-depth matches. So hopefully they do some storytelling with that, and we'll see what happens. Because yeah, I mean, we need something fresh with this. Like we need to feel like the chemistry, like the emotion of it. I don't think we got that yet. Because really, it's just Becky going around week to week. I'm the best. Now let's prove it again. Because it's just not hitting like that how it should be. With like, in my opinion, the GOAT of Becky Lynch. So I just hope they have a great match because that's really what it's going to come down to. Because WrestleMania it's going to be all eyes. So we gotta have something good, man. They gotta deliver, man.
Yeah. And our main event for Monday Night Raw, another Elimination Chamber qualifier, Intercontinental and AAA Mega Campeon Dominic Mysterio, the young OG Jevon Evans, in what I believe was his first ever Raw main event, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And the career killer, Gunther. Incredible match. I had to, again, rewatch that today. It's like every Jevon Evans match is a surprise, bro. Every Jevon Evans match is a surprise. It's like he can do things, but then like he just pulls something else out of the arsenal. You're just like,
what was that, like the kick off the rope into the tornado? I don't know what you want to call it. It was just
kid's incredible, bro.
Listen, man, the guy's got it, man.
Fuck you, Kevin Nash.
Yeah, just fuck you, Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
And whoever said that WWE to see him as like a main event guy, fuck you too, because
yeah, I saw that. They were like, they see him as like a guy, but they don't see him as the guy.
World champ material.
I was like, okay, bro.
Like he just delivers.
What are you niggas putting these articles out, man?
He delivers every single week, man. Like
on a consistent basis.
And you can't get bored because he just catches you off guard. And I'm sure, hopefully, we see him Monday night in the ring. I doubt it because he's already qualified, but
yeah.
I just hope I get to see one of his matches one day, man. Just see it live in person because
he's a dog.
On TV, it just looks amazing, man. It just looks like he looks like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Could have been you, Ricochet, but you just had no personality and you suck. But yeah, man. Shout out.
Yo, I'm crying.
Great match.
Ricochet straight is insane. Incredible match. In the finish of that match, we did see Dragon Lee spin back for his, man. I gotta say, I think we've talked about this as well, but like I do love that like Dragon Lee hasn't just necessarily fallen to the wayside. Like They got him involved in the tag team stuff with AJ, made him champions for a little bit, did that, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a little skeptical when they, lost the tag titles. And he got kind of involved with the Vision, and like now he's involved with Gunther. So it's a good sign. To me personally, I do feel like this is what like the upper mid card / main event scene needed. Everything doesn't have to be, two of the biggest guys in the company every matchup, bro. Like I do feel like having an upper mid card guy in there, whether it's a championship match or whether it's against somebody who's a main eventer who just needs something to do before he goes back after the belt, I think that is very important. Like not just in WWE, but in wrestling in general, bro. Like it is. Oh, and we talk about this all the time. Side quest. It is okay for people to, be in a side quest era for a while. Gunther has been champion most of his time in WWE. It is okay for him to, take some time. Fight somebody just because, fight somebody just because. Do some side quests. Doesn't necessarily have to. I don't know if we're considering killing niggas' careers a side quest, but like, it's cool that we just taking some time and doing that instead of just like, well, how can I get this nigga back to the world championship immediately? Like, be cool. It's okay. I will say it's some people that just aren't meant for side quests. Like they always have to be like in the championship, like always. But this is good. This is a good change of pace. I don't know when Gunther and Dragon Lee happens. Unfortunately, I do know the company that we watch, and they probably don't see it as a pay-per-view / premium live event quality match. But I mean, I do love good television, so I guess I can't be too mad.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm glad to know that like it wasn't just like a one-off thing, like Dragon Lee spinning the block to avenge AJ and shit. I like that. Unfortunately, however, I'm still very scared that who is going to get involved on Dragon Lee's behalf. And I swear to God, if we have another legend taken from us, I just don't know.
Listen, man. Cena, you know what I'm saying? It was time. AJ, who knows? But my nigga Rey Mysterio, bro. Like,
you take Rey Mysterio from us and he's still moving like that. Also, I want to be very clear. I don't think Gunther should retire Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, no, we all know who should do that.
Yeah, I think that particular honor should be bestowed upon Dominic. Period. It's nothing against Gunther. I just think that's who it belongs to. In my mind, that is always how it had to end the moment Dominic became an active wrestler. Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm at with it. But if you don't have anything,
don't think so. Let me double check.
Unless anybody did anything stupid while we were on air. I think we're good. Double check. Nope.
I guess any highlights from these John Cena interviews lately even?
Oh, so I was actually about to ask about that since we didn't have anything. I really enjoyed the no contest one, and I feel like I don't know if he said he did it because if you remember after O'Shea or after John Cena retired, O'Shea had sent out that message. She was like, while I wasn't necessarily always rooting for you, I was aware that wrestling needed you, all of this, and essentially John Cena went on the show as kind of a thank you for the kind words. But what I was gonna say was, if you are someone who is very critical of John Cena and how he interviews, I do think you should watch this interview in particular because yes, I am aware that that sometimes John Cena dodges questions when it comes to interviews. Like you asked that nigga his favorite match and he was like, my next one, and I was like, all right, man. Between this interview and also I thought the Cody Rhodes interview that he did the week after his retirement, both of those are a very in-depth look to John Cena. Like he's giving you his story. Like he's telling you about his time before wrestling at Gold's Gym, how wrestling wasn't necessarily he said wrestling was going to be a weekend job for him. Like he didn't expect to be like a megastar. Uh-huh. It happened, but he talked about just a bunch of different stuff. Obviously, the freestyle on the bus, all that. This is if you want to see a human side of John Cena and you feel like you've never seen it anytime you watch the interview, I feel like you should watch that interview. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right. I haven't been able to watch it yet, but I'm definitely gonna tap into that.
It's a good 2 hours for sure. Like it's a lot of fun. Like I was watching the interview and like I laughed a couple times because like me personally, I enjoy John Cena interviews no matter what. Maybe that's just because I'm biased, whatever. But like I watched it and I was like, damn, like he's really opening up in this interview, bro.
Yeah, I was like, damn, bro. Like it's kind of because like you know what I'm saying. The rest they have like this certain personality, but like once you get to humanize them and like they get to talk about like the detailed stuff of like the business and then like creative, it's just like, damn, this is pretty dope.
Speaking of creative, if you go watch it, I don't know what to spoil it for you unless you read it already. Did you read the original plans for him becoming a 17-time champion?
Was it the Drew stuff or something else?
Nah, something else. So the Drew thing was that he was supposed to face Drew McIntyre at Crown Jewel. But, well, hey, listen. It's not gonna take away from the interview, but like, this shit was awful.
What was it?
So, the summer of Cena in 2021, where he came back after Money in the Bank, and faced off with Roman Reigns. John Cena, up until like I think he said 3 hours or an hour before SummerSlam, he was going to go over. He was going to win number 17. And then they were going to have somebody come down there, restart the match, and Roman Reigns was going to win the title back. He was going to become a 17-time champion for like 5 minutes. And they were going to have someone restart the match and have Roman Reigns win the title right back. The whole 1,000 days thing would have been gone. Like, all of that gone out the window. And he said the only reason this didn't happen, ironically, is because they ended up securing Brock Lesnar.
It's your boy, Tony Allen, out the mud. we got another one.
Oh, my God. Ooh, Vince McMahon, you were a piece of shit for several reasons. But that was how they... Hey, you niggas better think... Hey, I know it seemed bad with Triple H now, nigga, but...
Bro, I'm telling you, hindsight, like...
You gotta remember it could always be worse.
It could always be worse, man. It could definitely always be worse. That is...
Hey, I just can't imagine... It's not that he would have won number 17. I can't imagine it being done in that fashion.
Who would have restarted the match? Like, who?
That's what I don't get. Like, he explained it, and it still didn't make sense to me. I was like, why are they restarting the match? Like, you won. You fucking won. Why would you
no stipulation, no briefcase.
Dog.
Like, nobody who had money in the bank, I think.
Dog, he said they were just going to restart the match. And if they didn't have... If Brock Lesnar had not been secured, which is very ironic because I'm just now thinking about this, and what was named in the lawsuit is what secured him. Disgusting. But anyway, dude, you were the only reason they didn't go through with that was because they signed a nigga, essentially. But it just wasn't a good idea. Him going over is one thing. Him going over and you just restarting the match for no reason is
for 5 minutes, bro.
Insane. Like,
shout out God, man. Like, just
listen. These niggas were a hype moments in Aura Company long before Triple H took charge. I want y'all to remember that, bro. But anyway, this has been episode 30 of the Off the Top Rope podcast. It's out the mud.
It's out the mud, man. We out of here.
But we are currently a bi-weekly pod until further notice. I do want to try to get back in here next week because the Elimination Chamber card should be finalized and we will know all participants. But if it is not, please check our socials. One of us will probably be doing a prediction video. Most likely will be Barry. I will probably try to do one as well, but that's usually our prediction guy. If not, the next time you will see us would be
recap, I guess.
To recap Elimination Chamber, which is also okay. And we will have a clearer direction about the road to WrestleMania. But until episode 31, man, we appreciate you as always. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Feel free to talk to us, man. We don't post stuff for nothing. But it's been episode 30 of the Off the Top Rope podcast. I am Chris.
It's your boy Barry.
Out of here.